What's up, dude? Are you getting destroyed by a hangover right now? Well, why don't you destroy your hangover with this famous New Orleans dish? Yakamein is a dish that whispers to you as you eat it, telling you sweetly and softly, and with a little bit of spice, that everything is gonna be just fine. And as always, there is no time to waste. Now let's go! Before we begin, Yakamein isn't just strictly for hangovers, although it is known for that. It stands alone as some very comforting, heartwarming, and incredibly tasty Cajun Creole cooking. To begin, let's start with the beef. For this Yakamein, we're gonna be using chuck roast, the standard M16 of slow-cooked beef. It's cheap, it's readily available, and it always cooks up nicely. And all I'm gonna do with this is slice it up. I might just trim a little bit of this stuff off, clean it up just a tad. And from here, I'm just gonna slice into these nice strips like so. You can really cut it any shape or size you want. Just remember, the bigger you cut it, the longer it's gonna take to cook. On another note, when you're slow cooking meat, look for this. You see all that fat marbled into the meat? That is gonna be extremely tender and wonderful. And once we have all these wonderful strips of beef, I'm just gonna spread them out a bit here. And now douse your beef with your favorite Cajun seasoning. I'm just using a little bit of this slap yo mama. Don't slap your mama though, don't do that. And we'll do that on both sides. Give your beef a little mixy mix, and it's time to sear, which I'll do in the same pot I'm gonna cook the Yakamein in. It's on medium-high heat. I'm just adding a little bit of neutral oil. Any high heat cooking oil will do. And we'll just start searing off our beef in small batches. I don't wanna put any more than that. And when your beef is lightly brown, just go ahead and remove it, and then just go ahead and sear the rest. After removing the last of your beef, definitely leave all that incredible oil and beef fat in there. We're gonna be using that for the recipe. It would be such a shame to get rid of that. Just be stupid. Because what we're adding to it, it's called Holy Trinity. It's sort of like the mirepoix of the South. And it consists of three things. Celery, which if you watch my channel, you know how much I despise celery. But look, it belongs in some things, and Holy Trinity is just one of them. It's okay sometimes. All I did to the celery was peel it and slice it. Bell pepper is next, and with that one, all I did was slice it down and cut it up into a medium-sized dice. And if you ever find that little baby pepper hiding inside, you take it and you destroy it with your mouth. And lastly, just a yellow onion, same deal, just medium dice. We'll add that all into our beef fat, and I'll cook all this down over medium heat for about 10 minutes. 5 minutes in, I'm gonna add a bunch of fresh chopped garlic, and then just keep cooking everything down until it's all soft and a little bit translucent and fragrant. At this point, all your beef will go back in. Ooh. We're gonna add the rest of our seasonings, starting with soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, sesame oil, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of paprika, some Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty. That's black pepper, and cook for another 2-3 minutes with all the spices and seasonings. And finally, add in your beef stock. All you gotta do now is maintain a nice gentle simmer somewhere around medium-low heat until that chuck roast is falling apart and tender. I will give you my time here in a minute. However, in the meantime, there's a few more things we need to prepare for the Yakamein. If you're trying to get into really good shape in 2023, but you're struggling to keep up with your meal prep, then why don't you start saving time and get on board with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, which is Factor. No matter your lifestyle, Factor has delicious, flavor-packed meals to help you live it to the fullest, with options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, vegetarian, and protein plus, which were prepared by chefs and dietitians. Each meal has all of the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long. Get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered right to your door. And they can be ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. For me personally, Factor is a huge way to save time when I'm super busy with work and I don't want to think about dinner. Just knowing there's something healthy and delicious in the fridge I can have ready in no time is a super big help. Head to factor75.com and click the link below and use code ThatDudeCanCook50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. The first friend to our Yakamein we're gonna make is some soft boiled eggs. And for me personally, a 7-minute egg is right on the money. Simply lower 7 eggs into some gently boiling water, set a timer for 7 minutes, and when it sounds, take out your eggs and put them immediately into an ice bath. After leaving to cool for 10 minutes, simply just peel them up and boom, that's your perfect 7-minute egg done. The second thing we need to do is prepare the noodles, which is pretty funny because in this case, it's literally just spaghetti. I like just buying these cheap Italian brands, they're all fine. And I'm just cooking it per package instructions. Wow, damn, getting good at that. Which in this case for this spaghetti is 9 minutes. I almost forgot to put a little bit of salt in the water. That would have been a classic mistake. I'm actually gonna go 1 minute less than what the package said because they're getting put in the hot broth. Again, it's gonna be fine. Just strain it off, and for the love of God, don't rinse it. Don't rinse your pasta, people. Man, good. No, all I'm gonna do is hit this with a tiny bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick. Give it a little mixy mix, and that's your spaghetti done, ready for use. The third and final component is simply just to slice up some green onions for a garnish. Simple as that. The nice green tops here work best, although you can use the bottoms too if you want. And after 1.5 hours, my Yakamein is done. That's all it took to cook this beef, because I cut it into those smaller strips. As you can see, the beef just shreds apart with no resistance whatsoever. The salt level could not be more perfect. However, I was using a kind of a light beef broth. If your beef broth is really salty, consider adding less Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce. If you want, you can stop right there. It's good to serve right now. However, one popular addition for Yakamein is shrimp. To make that addition, just get some of this out into another pot. Bring the Yakamein back to a simmer and add some peeled and deveined shrimp. I'll cook them in this broth for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's it. They're completely done. It's time to serve. To serve this up, just lay down some of your spaghetti, as much or as little as you like, and just start ladling over your Yakamein. Throw in some of your eggs, and finally some of your green onions. Now, if you want, you can serve it with more soy sauce and hot sauce like I have here. If people want to spice it up on the table, they can just put some hot sauce over the top to get a little spicy kick. Coming in for a taste. God, that is a bowl of deliciousness, isn't it? Let's try some of the beef. The chuck roast is so tender. Honestly, one of my favorite things, the soft boiled egg in a broth like this. Shrimp. Cajun food is awesome. This is awesome. Yakamein is awesome. I'm awesome. You're awesome. Marcus? I'm all right. What's your plan?
Beef it up.
Beef it up?
Ooh, that's mighty nice.
You're gonna find a little shrimp, a little sea insect.
A little shrimp. Oh, that's a whole meal of soup.
Make it. Until next time, you know I love you and I'm out. Tell them to watch this video, Oopie. Just watch that video. Watch that. If you like that video, watch this one too. If you like that video, watch this one too. Oh,